Hey friends, my name is Brittany. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you why you should not be using top ranked listings keywords anymore. So what I mean by that is you search in your keyword, you find the top ranked listing for that keyword and use those keywords. It sounds like a great idea, but in today's video, I'm going to give you proof of why that is not a great idea, but then I will also give you the solution to this problem. Like, okay, then what keywords do I use? Well, I'm going to be giving you just that. Let's jump on my computer so I can show you. Okay, let's start out by going on to Etsy.com. And I want to start out with using a really basic keyword. So I am going to be using teacher t-shirt. Typically, the listings that show up on the first page are the ones that are ranking really high in the search results. However, with that being said, you want to ignore any of them that say ads by Etsy seller because those are being shown because they're paying for ads. So we're going to go on to this next line where I do not see that they are using any ads or they're getting promoted for ads. And I'm going to click on this teach one. At a first look, these keywords look great. They look like keywords that might be really good to use in your own listings, right? Now, what I want to do is I want to take a deeper look into them. So I'm just going to copy them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a software called ETSY Samurai. I actually do have a discount code for you guys. It is 20% off of the price of your subscription, and that is for the life of your subscription as well, guys. That is amazing. And the code is BRIT20, so it's Brit with one T, and then it is case sensitive, so make sure to use all lowercase letters. But let's get back to the video so I can show you how amazing this tool really is. Okay, so we are on ETSY Samurai, and all I've done so far is I went over on the left side and clicked search, and then I've just put the keyword in here and click search again. Once it has loaded, it does take a few seconds for it to actually load, but once it loads, this is the information that you're gonna be looking at. So you wanna look at the second box. It says ETSY SV. That is the search volume. That is how many searches this keyword is getting a month. So this is like how many people you could potentially have to buy your product with this keyword. And then the other side is the competition. This is how many people have this already in their listing, in their SEO, anywhere in their listing. One thing I do want to point out is when the Etsy competition says 50,000 and 100, there's a high chance it's actually far more than that. For some reason on ETSY Samurai, when it is above 50,000, they always put it at that number. But if you were to do a quick search for yourself, you will be able to see that the competition is much higher, like I am doing right now. The reason I bring this up is so you can kind of keep it in the back of your mind, so whenever you are doing your searches and you do see that the competition is 50,000, you can kind of already know that it's gonna probably be much higher than that. Ideally, when you are looking at those two compared to each other, you want to try to have more people looking up that keyword per month than the competition. And since that can be kind of hard to find the search volume higher than the competition, I always just recommend trying to stay in a 1-to-1 ratio, which you can achieve. I will say that it is obtainable. At first glance, you can see right now that this is actually not performing well. And if you use this in your keyword, you're probably going to be at the very end of this 50,000. If your goal here is to get more eyes on your listings, which is everyone's goal when you're selling on Etsy, right? Then this is not a good keyword to use. I always hear Etsy coaches suggesting just to go on to the top ranking listings and using these keywords. However, I think that is such an outdated strategy now because these keywords are not ranking well anymore. They might have been ranking well when they first created these listings or they first created their Etsy shops. However, now what I would recommend is trying to niche down and get into a specific market. So you want to niche down on your niche, if that makes sense. Okay, so here's another example. The search volume compared to the competition is a lot better. I will admit that. It's a lot better. However, you're still going to be at the very end of the search results. And if you think that people are going to be looking through 100 pages just to find your listings, That is not happening. They might look through a couple hundred, but they're not going to look through 50,000 listings to get to your listing. This is the last keyword that I'm going to show you, and then we're going to move on to what you should do instead. Because I don't want to be talking about just too many negatives. I want to be giving you a solution to this problem. This is just more proof that using top ranked listings keywords is not a great idea. So the search volume per month is 36, and then the competition is 50,000. Again, you're gonna be at the very back of those listings, and you will never be seen if you use these sort of keywords. Now, what should you do instead? What I would recommend is going on to Sales Samurai's Chrome extension. Now they have a site that you can actually go on, which is on what I'm on right now. And then they also have a Chrome extension. So let me pull that up real quick. To use their Chrome extension, once you have installed it, you are just gonna go straight on to Etsy.com. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to just start typing in that keyword. So if we're looking up teacher t-shirt like we just were, I want to stay on that topic. On the right here, you're going to start seeing numbers populating. And since we're looking up teacher t-shirt, I'm just going to click 500 more. And this is going to give me suggestions of other keywords that I could be using. And just like we were just looking at, here's the search volume compared to the competition. Government teacher t-shirt. Now, I know that you're probably saying, well, there's only 1,000 people looking that up a month. Yes, but there's only 1,000 other listings in that niche. So you're gonna have a lot better chance of someone that's actually interested in that product purchasing it. So if we keep looking, now 4XL teacher t-shirts, I mean, that's not horrible, but still not great. So we're gonna keep looking. Teacher shirt, that's still not great. 4K teacher t-shirt. There's another great example. Okay, so then once you've kind of picked a keyword to kind of niche down into, and now you could honestly pick all of these specific niches and put them in their own sections since they're all under the teacher t-shirt niche. But say that we are going to stay along the lines of, let's say the government teacher t-shirt, because I've actually never seen that one before. Populate. We're going to go back onto their website and we are just going to search it. Okay, so once we search it on their site, you can see that the competition is actually a little bit lower than I thought it was. Maybe I forgot an S. And then what you could do is you're going to go down into the suggestions and you're just going to find other keywords that are ranking relatively the same. And so you can do government teacher t-shirt or government. Oh, it has a space. That's the difference. I was like, oh, they're the same. But no, it has a space in between t-shirt. You could use those ones, and you're going to want to use your best ranking keywords first. So even if it looks a little silly, if it says t-shirt government teacher, something silly, you're still going to want to use that in the very beginning. The first keywords that you have in your title are going to essentially be the keywords that Etsy is going to be focusing on. So they are going to be your most impactful keywords, what I'm going to call it right now. So if you have one that's great, like a keyword that's performing great and it just looks a little funky, don't be afraid to put that in the beginning, because that is how people are going to be looking at it. When people have already searched the term, they're not essentially going to be looking at the title anymore. They're going to be looking at the photos. So once you've established some really good keywords, it's important to have really good photos as well. I know a lot of people are worried about not having a cute title on their listings. However, when you are looking through items, you are not looking at the title anymore. Once you've typed in that keyword into the search bar, you are looking at the photos to see if you like the design that is on that t-shirt. All right, guys, what do you think about this tool? I think it's absolutely amazing. If you enjoyed it, make sure to go and get it yourself. And I have a link down below so you don't have to put that code in. But if you do like it, make sure to click that link. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider giving it a big like because it helps me out a lot. But I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye for now.